So today I want to give you guys the top 5 strongest players in the NBA today for the 2019-2020 season. I know the season is pretty much almost halfway through with the All-Star break coming up soon, but I decided it'd be a good time to give it to you guys. First, I want to start by saying, can you guys hit the like button, subscribe, hit the noti bell, and leave us a little comments in the comment section below. You know, every comment, every dialogue helps. It's a new channel, so I'm trying to get everything up and running. So first, I want to start with honorable mention. I want to start with Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard has lost a little bit of weight since being in Los Angeles, and you know, this is the second stop around, and he's getting a little older, so you have to let go of some of that weight. But this guy, a slimmer version, but he's still extremely strong. In his prime, he did about 365 pounds on the bench press, which is super impressive. Back in Orlando, they called him Superman, just like they did when Shaq in his heyday. They had a few words from that. Anytime you have a physique where you can compete with a guy like Shaq or being compared to anywhere near Shaq or Wilt Chamberlain, one of those guys, just know that's insane. You know, he had a tremendous work ethic, and man, yeah, Dwight Howard, this is going to be my honorable mention, one of the strongest guys of all time. At number 5, we got Jimmy Butler. Yeah, you heard me right, man. Jimmy Butler, 6'6", 230 pounds. Man, this guy got a tremendous physique. It allows him to help lock up any of the best players in the league. You know, he usually defending the best players on opposite teams, 2 guards, small forwards, or whatever you want to do. Jimmy Butler being 6'6", in comparison to Kawhi Leonard, regarded as one of the best defenders in the league. He got about 5 more pounds on him. You know what I'm saying? And he's about an inch or 2 shorter. They list Kawhi at about 6'8". It's closer to 6'9". He on a more of a LeBron spectrum in terms of height. But Jimmy Butler, man, being one of the feistiest guys, strongest competitors in the league, super strong. And going down into Miami with Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley, man, his body is in the best shape of his life. So, you know, man, yeah, Jimmy, probably one of the most underrated guys. But, yeah, very strong. Next, we got Giannis, you know, the MVP. It's obvious by just looking at him. Super brolic, super physical. Man, Giannis is probably, man, the closest thing we've seen since Shaq. What's crazy is he had a little back and forth at one point with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Everybody knows him being a super strong, super buff guy. He was breaking all kind of crazy records with his trainer. And what's funny is Giannis had Impact Connaughton. I don't know if you guys know him. They issued a little challenge, you know, where they wanted Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to you know, lift against them and see who can put up the best. You know, they had a little lower body lifting contest in mind. I'm not sure if he took them on in terms of actually showing up and having a lift off, but just knowing that the Giannis coming in so skinny and so frail was able to transform his body in such a massive and just ridiculous way, it really just sets the precedent for the guys ahead of him and just establishing what they already had as foundations and seeing how he looks in comparison. Man, I can only imagine what an Anthony Davis or Kevin Durant or Brandon Ingram can look like once they put on that extra muscle the way Giannis did, or if they was to ever, you know, in terms of Kevin Durant, who's been in the league forever now, but if they was to ever do something as dramatic and impressive as he did, what can possibly had Kevin Durant turned into? Like, let's just imagine a guy with that type of scoring ability with Giannis's body. Like, that would be fucking ridiculous, and people already can't guard him. So just imagine what Kevin Durant or Brandon Ingram will look like with that kind of muscle and mass to his body. It's just ridiculous. And number 3, we got Zion, the young prodigy. I know we haven't seen anybody his size or his at his height with that much weight on his body damn near ever. You know, people like to compare him to the LeBrons or the Larry Johnsons of the world. But, man, quite frankly, we've never seen nobody at his height that weigh as much as he do. I mean, I think he's like one of 3 players in the NBA that's the heaviest that we have. I think it's Boban, him, and maybe Taco Fall. And just imagine, Zion is only 6'7", maybe on a good day 6'8". But he has this insane leaping ability. He's almost 300 pounds. And just look at him. When he take off on the ground, it's down there like an earthquake every time. Like them thunderous dunks he be doing is just ridiculous. The only thing is that's holding him back is injuries, man. I just really hope he has a safe and prosperous career, because at the rate he's going with the knee problems he's experienced so far in his early career through high school and college, and man, even his first little window and peak into the NBA, he's been hurt. So man, I just pray that Zion has a full, long, healthy career. As you can see, man, him, Barkley, Larry Johnson, those type of guys, you just pray for the best, because that's a lot of power in that lower body, man. And then coming in at number 2, hope you guys probably guessed he'd be number 1 maybe, but the GOAT, King James himself. Yes, my favorite player, a lot of you guys' favorite players. At one point in time, people thought he was about 270 pounds. I don't personally believe he ever got to be that heavy, because I've watched enough videos on the internet to know what that looks like. And LeBron, while he's, man, physical and super buff and super cut, I don't think he was ever able to move around that much weight at a given point in time. Because just imagine, look how agile and quick and aggressive he is going to the rim. As there's no man on the planet that can stand in front of that guy and expect to live like at 270. So he probably had to be more along the lines of 250, 265 in his heyday and during the Miami years. But number 1 is probably the league's strongest man since he, man, stepped foot in the league, but he's put on a lot of weight since. Steven Adams, man, Oklahoma City beast and giant and Aquaman himself. The big Ozzy, Steven Adams, the probably the best screen setter in the league. Now, if any of you guys play 2K, this is definitely the real live version of a brick wall. Like this guy here, his brick wall is definitely on Hall of Fame. You run into him and it hurt. I'm pretty sure he injured his teammate in that one clip. I'll be sure to put it in. Where the guy ran into him and he just collapsed on the ground. It's ridiculous. Like Steven Adams has to be the league's strongest man by a landslide. I really would love to see him have like a lift off where you do like the leagues, the best of the professional basketball league, maybe the NFL, and maybe I guess you can only do those 2 leagues considering how much of weightlifting is involved in those 2 sports. But man, if you guys like this video, it'll be much more like it, much more along the sports lines. Just leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Let me know if I left anybody off, and hey, just interact with me. I'm trying to start something new. Peace out. It's been your boy LA. Y'all have a great one. Peace.